got Duke in the building. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. We've been waiting for this one. Yeah.
Let him hear it then.
We got the beat. We got everything. Young Philly kid. Project baby.
Yes, sir.
Division III kid.
Talk to him.
Man, they thought I wasn't going to be nothing.
What? You proved them wrong, though.
Proving it wrong, but I had a coach who believed in me.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. I was 175 pounds when he found me. The joke is, he ain't really come for me. But the truth is, it was destiny. Come on. Yeah. You really helped change my life. 10 years later, we still here? You, your mom, your dad, your beautiful kids, and your wife? Man, we family forever. Come on. The truth is, we was D3, but they ain't me. To me, I had dreams of going straight to the league. You pushed me, gave me everything I need. I owe you so much that people wouldn't even believe. Now we all sit here and congregate, talking about ShowTime Speaks.
What?
And we here in the building, going crazy. Come on.
That just gave me chills.
Come on.
I'm gonna hit him like this.
Come on.
I'm gonna hit him like this. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you like this. Dude.
Yeah.
Look, check it.
Yeah.
Look. I said, look. We got Coach Duke here. He just got to the cheddar. We all know who runs the East. KU does it better.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Well, that's the one. Go crazy.
I ain't gonna go after that.
Drop the mic.
I ain't gonna.
I bet you Duke ain't got nothing for us. He ain't got nothing for us.
I got nothing.
I was gonna catch that thing when you do
That was it.
There is no tomorrow. There is no
Talk to
tomorrow.
him, Showtime. Talk to him.
Come on! Episode 14, back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to ShowTime Speaks. BXA Digital, FSC Media Team, K-Reds in the building.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. Stop what you're doing right now. I said, yeah, right now. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Let's go, man. Stay in the building with us, man. Big shout out to Cozy Jewelers, our sponsor that keeps us feeling nice and icy. Oops, I meant cool. No, I meant to say cozy. Stop playing with us,
Stop
man.
playing with 'em.
What's going on?
I'm feeling that energy, Showtime. The sun's out. Great week.
Great week, man.
Great company.
Great company, man.
And most importantly, we here to see another week, another episode, man. We blessed. How you feeling?
I've been waiting for this episode for some weeks now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a long build up for this one, man.
Yeah, you've been talking about it for a long time.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't even want to introduce him yet, but I want you guys to be excited about this episode because I'm very, very excited about this, man. Like, what's going on, man? Tell me how you feeling, man.
Man, I'm feeling, like I said, I'm feeling excited, but again, man.
Yeah.
Again, this dude next, I know him.
Yeah.
But he on the other side
He
right
the
now.
ops,
You know
huh?
what I mean? He the
He
ops.
ops. Yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling good, though. I'm excited for this episode because, again, I know how much this guy means to you.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I know him.
Nah, for real.
How much you talk about him. So I'm excited for us to get to know him.
Yeah.
For everybody to get to know you guys' relationship.
Yeah.
Just to talk ball and all that, man.
No, for real, man. I got the whole setup for today, man. I'm excited about it. But before we introduce him, I just want to say a couple things about him. He's one of my favorite people, man. Head coach. He was my offensive coordinator at Delaware. He recruited me. Man, father figure to me, man. Just super happy to have him on to the show. Dude, Greco. What's up, man? How you doing?
A little nervous, but I'm good.
Coach Duke, welcome, man.
Welcome. Listening to you guys rap is a new experience.
No, yeah. The last time we had Coach Clemmo here, and he was looking crazy. I think you fit in with us today.
100%.
Yeah.
But this is good for me. I guess you said it. Like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
We've been together for a long time. So to be able to be here for me is special.
Nah, yeah, man. Like
Stuff Kenny's talking, I don't know.
Last night, I'm like, yo, shit, man. Like,
yeah.
I got to mess with Duke, man, because he the ops, man. You know, I went to Westchester, got cut from Westchester, even though he wasn't a coach, but like, I still feel some type of way about them dudes.
Nah, I feel you, man.
A little bit. So
I feel you, man. I can't wait. Yeah. I got a video for you later on that's going to turn this whole thing up.
Oh, say no more.
So I'm just letting you know now, fair warning, that it's going to be turned up later on.
Say
all right?
no more. Yep.
But yeah, man, as we just introduced Duke, man, just how you doing, man? What's going on? How's life going? How's life treating you?
Dude, life is good. It's making the move to Westchester, everything's been a little. It's been great, but it's also been unsettling a little bit. But mostly all positive. So regretting not being able to spend as much time with my kids and talking to you and guys like Bernard's here. So like some of that stuff has been put to the side a little bit because it's been so busy. But everything's good, man. Life is good.
Yeah, and that's that sacrifice too, right? Because you're coming into a whole new environment, and I'm sure you've been comfortable in Del Valle for the last 20 years? You said
I was there 20 years coaching and played there before, so it was a long time. But it's been interesting. The last couple of months, it's made me appreciate things a lot more. So appreciate where I've been, people I've been with, and then even hopping into a new situation, the people at Westchester, how much help they've given me, the opportunity they've given me, the players here. When something's new isn't easy. So for them, man, every day when I leave work, I'm very thankful.
Yeah,
because they've opened up to me and given me a chance to be a part of their family. So it's been a good thing.
That's love. That's love. I just want to hear the journey in football. Where did it start for you?
Football wise?
Yeah, football wise. Where did it start? Where'd you grow up? Talk about
So I grew up. I still live in the same spot. So I'm in Huntington Valley, which is Lone Township.
Yeah.
Grew up, man, lucky, had great parents. My parents did everything for me. Guys come from different situations. For me, it was that I was fortunate the whole way.
Yeah.
My mom, dad, both, I like to think I have decent work ethic.
Yeah.
My mom was the one, and my dad, but my mom had consistency.
Yeah.
Which in football helped me a ton. In life's helped me a ton. And then my dad was a big part of always giving me confidence.
Yeah.
I think when I look at myself younger, it's how I look at my son now. He's 9, and he loves sports, loves a lot of things, but sometimes needs that push.
Yeah.
And my dad wasn't the one to sell me false dreams, but he was the one that he always knew what to say to have me take a step forward instead of sit in place or take a step back. So,
that's deep.
But for me, growing up, I was like most guys. I just loved ball.
Yeah.
Whatever season it was, that was my thing. Didn't have any other hobbies but football, basketball, baseball.
Yeah.
Basketball and baseball for me came easier. Not that I was the athlete you guys are, but did hoops and baseball. I was okay.
Yeah.
Football came the hardest. And I guess at a certain point in my life, that's when I fell in love with it because it was harder for me than the others.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I ever told you. I didn't play varsity football until I was a senior.
Oh, wow.
I ever tell you that or no?
Never.
So that's the whole thing. But I was never that guy, man. Never could run as good as the guys that could run great. And my freshman year, man, I played Lower Moreland, which is as small as it gets. So freshman year, I'm like a 140-pound O lineman.
Yeah.
They put me there because at least I knew what I was doing a little bit. Sophomore year, same spot, didn't play. Junior year was playing JV. And there was one JV game. I guess the QB got hurt or something. And Coach Mean and Coach Riley threw me in there just because I knew the plays a little bit. And, I did okay and really just fell in love with that position. For me, it was man, this could be my opportunity to contribute.
Wow.
It was my first time I felt like maybe I could do it. So my high school coach is Mark Mason, who was like a father figure to me. He worked with us at Delaware for 7 years. He's at Westchester now.
Oh, that's love. That's love.
That is love.
But he's the one, going to senior years, he gave me the opportunity, and I did okay. And then had some small school opportunities afterwards, and went to Delaware and just love ball, man. I just love football. Football was my thing forever.
Nah, yeah, man.
And I know I said this to you before, but till I met my wife, that was the first time things changed.
Yeah,
where there was something to me more important than that. I'm not saying I was boring. I know I'm not the funnest guy, but my life dictated around waking up, working out, doing everything I could to be as good as I could in ball.
Nah, yeah.
And then meeting her, that's when that changed. And was it worth it? Yes.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm just a boring guy who didn't love that much. Just love to do it.
Yeah.
So how'd you where did coaching come into play then? I know you said you was playing all. How did you really get into coaching?
So I think looking back, I tell most kids when I'm talking to guys about what to do in the future, I tell most guys I didn't know. Now I think looking back, I kind of knew.
You were setting it up.
Coach.
Yeah.
So, but looking back, you always see a clearer picture. So,
yeah.
Growing up, I was a kid in chemistry class drawing football plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guru.
I will kill my kids.
Yeah.
But that was me. So, but dude, I love ball, and I guess when it ended, had a bunch of different jobs, and then fortunately there was a coach, G.A. Mangus, who took over at Delaware.
Yep. He was at KU too, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was. Afterwards,
okay, yeah.
Gave me an opportunity to start coaching, and just fell in love with it.
Wow.
And that was like, wow, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Nah, yeah, because like going back, man, like, yo, it's crazy you just telling that story about like football wasn't even your first thing. And I when I was doing all my research, I went back and I saw, man, you threw for 45 touchdowns, man, almost 4,000 yards too when you was playing at Del Valle. Like I went back and I seen the history. I even
Don't bring up the picks.
I know you got some picks, but nah, man, like you've played the position, you've been around the position, and now you coach the position. Like just talk about you just being a quarterback and what you expect from, quarterbacks. Like, do you expect them to be sort of like you, or do you expect them to be like, some of these new modern day quarterbacks that?
So that's not a question I was expecting.
No, yeah.
I guess QB in any position, I want guys to be themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. Mm-hmm. Everyone leads different. Some guys are vocal. Some are with work ethic, with different things. I think every guy needs to do it their way.
Yeah.
And then I would hope as coaches, we can find out what they do best and try to put them in those situations, which I know is cliche. Like
yeah.
Put them in the best situation. I get that. But, like, who's the best guy for the job? Is he built like Lamar Jackson? Well, let's use him like Lamar should be used. Is he built like a different guy? Let's use him that way. So I think guys need to realize what they're good at. We need to put them in positions to be able to work on those things. And then I think at every position, the key is to know what you're not successful at.
Yeah.
And work on that.
Yeah.
Like, I was never the best athlete, but I used to hide from the bench. I wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I doing? No, that's something I need to work at. So then later on, when I was a junior, senior in college, I'm trying to keep playing, do those things, whatever I had to do now you attack it.
Yeah.
Well, I get mad at myself. Why did I attack it late?
Yeah.
I should have attacked it from the jump. So, I don't know. I think every QB is different.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the guys we have here at Westchester. And, I've been fortunate to have good guys in the past.
No, you
for sure.
You definitely have, man. You are definitely the QB whisperer when it comes to all the guys that you coaching me as a receiver. Man, like I want you to. That wasn't even a part of where I wanted to even ask you that question, but I just felt like it was a really good need to put that in there. You talked about you being, a family guy. Talk about why that is so important to you and how you try to incorporate it even with your coaching, because like as a player going to Del Valle, like everybody was involved, your family, everybody, your dad with the camera, the pictures. Just talk about what family means to you.
That's like Coach Prime right there.
Nah, I'm telling you.
That's
like,
tough.
My family means a lot to me. I mean, they've always been with me, always pushed me.
Yeah.
I love my family. We live, my wife, my kids, we live right next door to my parents. Which, man, when I was your guys' age, I go, man, that's cheesy. But for me now, man, it's beautiful. And I wouldn't change that for anything. I think football-wise, it's different, though. It's not my dad takes pictures because he wants to take pictures, man. He loves doing it, loves to help the guys, wants you guys, the players to have things. But the football, I know it's cliche, football is family. And, dude, everyone I work with, I feel like we're brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, your pop came on board the last few years there. That's like, it's just gold to me. So it's just how I think football is, how all sports should be. You should be around people that you want to be around.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, man.
And then it's for me, football's never been a job, but it's after games we hang out for 5-6 hours because we want to hang out together.
Yeah.
And we're not making guys sit around and hang out. We just like to be near each other.
No, yeah, man.
And those are the best teams too.
Best teams.
Family-oriented teams. Those are the teams that mesh together. And even with the players, like we preach that because, if you riding for your brother next to you, if you really saying that's your brother,
and your
you're
family,
gonna do anything it take
to
do whatever you got to do to help your brother win that job. So for sure.
Nah, this dude, he really would put us in position to make us family too. Yeah, he had this thing called County Fair when we was in college.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And you know about County Fair too, because you had Clem.
Yeah.
And it's basically where you just go around for however many. I think it's a minute a station or 50 seconds or however long it is. Yeah. And it's just building character. I remember one time we was cleaning the gym floor because Bro, it was it's crazy, man. Those things help build character, man.
100%.
Like seriously, as a family, we talk about those things, man. Like Duke, he brought T-shirts, he bought certain things, and we would always have family on the back of our jerseys, man, and it meant a lot. Like when I was coming into Del Valle, like he was the offensive coordinator. He wasn't even a head coach at the time.
Yeah.
But he was the guy who came in and found me.
Yeah.
And just like he had that family type vibe when I met him.
Yeah.
And that's what made me commit and want to play for him.
Right.
It's special, man.
And speaking of that, right? Is it true that I want to get into that? I want to get into your relationship real quick. Is it true that you didn't? She always told me he didn't even come for me.
See, here's
Is
the
that
truth.
true?
Here's the truth. This isn't she, it's true.
Yeah, tell me. I want to hear that story. I want to hear that.
Remember
story.
going to Roxborough, talking to Stanley.
Yup.
The guy number 1 on my list was this guy right here.
Yup.
Yeah,
This is the truth.
Okay,
It was Nard. And then you get mad.
No, I'm not. No, I'm saying
Nah,
like
he
Nard
told me the
was
story,
number
yeah.
one.
Nard was one, man. He was one.
yeah.
Linebacker, I think all city, all
He was
ball,
everything.
had everything.
Yeah, Nard.
And then there were 3 guys I had to talk to Stan about. It was you. Oh, man, I forget his name. Big.
Tyler Reninger. Yep.
Was it Tyler?
Tyler,
Reninger?
yep.
O-line, it was a baseball player too.
Yep.
And then the one kid I forget looked like Michael Vick.
Number
man,
7.
So, what's his name?
Drayvon.
Yeah, they were the 4 guys.
Yeah, man.
And then what he doesn't know is I remember him visiting. He came up with his pop.
Yeah.
And as everyone can see now, he's got different energy.
Mm.
And once you spend time with him, you're like, one, as a coach, you're like, that's a guy I want to be around.
Yeah.
But his energy, you can never say for sure certain someone's going to be successful.
Yeah.
But I would have been shocked if he wasn't.
Right.
So to say I didn't come for you upsets me.
I was a throw-in. I was like one of those like, like who you got any like any good dudes in there that I might like?
Yeah.
And then it was just like, nah, it's a joke though. But
Nard was established.
nah, he was. He was. I was still a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had my junior year, I only had 1 catch. And then my senior year, and I played defense though. I started on defense. Like we talk about it. Like I was a defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
And then I transitioned and I was playing both my senior year.
Yeah.
And that's when it really started to kind of like, you started to see it a little bit.
Yeah.
With she though too, like there was had nothing to do with the coaches. There was a workout during the summer with some of the QBs and the receivers. And I remember I might have drove by or saw a video, and he worked out for the first time. And right there, you knew he was going to be good.
Mm.
And then I think with him though, he had success sophomore year. How many yards did you have sophomore year? And now you're gonna get mad at me too.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't
at Del Valle.
This is at Del. This is at Del Valle.
The sophomore year had a nice sophomore year.
Yeah.
And then that was the only time, like his junior year, he was good.
Yeah.
But the junior year was the only time when I ever talked to him where I felt like he blocked me out for a little bit because he's like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
In his head, there was no mistake.
Right.
But I'm ready. This is my show.
Yeah.
And then it took him making a couple mistakes. He had a great year, almost 1,000 yards, if I remember.
Junior year.
But it took a couple mistakes for him to go, okay, there is more.
Yeah.
And then what makes him awesome is he attacked that.
Right.
There's more.
Yeah.
Where some guys don't. Some guys say, look, I'm ready. No, you can't tell me anything at this point. I'm ready. But you got to know when you have flaws. Like for me, when I owe Clem everything, he gave me an opportunity to be a coordinator.
Yeah.
And I thought I was ready.
Yeah.
I had no questions. Till the first couple games. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I like to think that the mistakes I made, I try to learn from and realize that there is there more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important. I guess for me, being older, even at Westchester, I've been a head coach now, but I don't know everything. And there's going to be different situations. And I try to observe more than I used to. And for him as a player, I think that's what he did. That's what made him special.
Nah, man, I appreciate that. That definitely means a lot because, like, when I first came in, and we didn't even talk about, like, freshman year, I did think that I was coming in there, like, I'm this Division III, like, I'm better than everybody.
Yeah.
And I had this energy about me that was, I'm coming in here in this Division III. Like, I don't care what nobody talking about. Everybody going D1 and all this stuff, and you seeing it. And my goal in my head, I told myself I'm going here for 2 years and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Like that was where, that's kind of
say.
where my mind was at that time. And I remember the reason why I got better was because of the 2 people that are in this room right now. And like he pushed me to another level. Like my freshman year, I came in there and it was just like, nah, you ain't ready. Like you're not there yet. You got a little something.
Yeah.
but you're not there yet. And he would like bring me in like to block.
Yeah.
And I would be hot. Like I'm not just, you know what I'm saying? But it developed me into the player that I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're going through these situations as a player, you think you know what's best for you.
Yeah.
You think you have the answer to where you're trying to go. But sometimes you need that direction by people who actually know what's going on and actually care about you and actually see the vision before you see it for yourself. And like freshman year, man, it was like, I think I only had 5 catches. I remember my first catch was in
Stevenson?
Yes, it was Stevenson. It was going across the middle. It was a dig route, and I caught it.
What did he do when he caught it?
I fell to the ground.
Oh, I thought he got up. You know
Nah.
how you get it. Oh.
Nah, but like, bro, like I went from being like a possession receiver to like to senior year. I was taking them to the crib.
Yeah.
So it was like that evolution of getting better. Yo, Duke was like, man, he used to say stuff to me that like used to drive me crazy. Yeah, I got these dudes that I'm recruiting to try to. He talking about receivers coming from other places, and I got this D1 transfer, and
Nah, you guys know Sheed. So
yeah.
as a coach, you try to see, you know, what it takes to poke guys. I think with Sheed is you need the Hannibal Lecter tactics. Try to get in his head. That's his button.
Right.
that is very true.
Yeah.
And these two people were the two people who knew how to get in my head the most. And Nard was getting in my head when we was in high school. We used to do one-on-ones. We used to, I told you, he was saying, when your mouth match your play, that's when you're going to be good. I'm talking about, we used to be in the dorm room arguing till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to be good.
Yeah.
And like I said, like Nard was good before me. So it was like, I was trying to catch him.
Yeah.
Until he blew that back out. That back went. and then I was just like slowly like surpassing Nard. I was like, yeah. But nah, for real, man. If it wasn't for them two, man, I would not be here, yo.
But I just got one question. When did you know though that she was gonna be like when he had a shot? Remember I asked you that question earlier, like if you got kids right now, like when did you see like, all right.
If I had to bet, I would have bet a little bit his junior year.
Okay.
During the year, like I said before, it was him fixing mistakes. Okay. And he was ready, but him fixing those little details that were going to make him different. So I would have bet a decent chunk then.
Like, was coaches calling?
No, so when you started really hearing was, man, what's your senior, 2014?
Yeah.
So 14?
14.
That's when coaches called. That's when we felt really good it was going to happen.
Okay.
But here's for me, it was, not to bring up bad stuff. One of the worst losses for me was 2013. It was a bowl game. We lost to F&M. And it wasn't that we lost. It was a time there at Delaware where you felt the team, like we kind of pulled apart.
Yeah.
We didn't handle adversity well, and it was bad. So going into the next year, and me and the staff, we still talk about it. Like, we should have got locked up for what we did to these guys in 2014, 2015. This is like pushing towels on the floor, plate workouts every day. You go to practice. There were 3 condo sessions. You would go stretch, indie, condo. Do a team session, condo. That was halftime. At the end, we're going to finish. But these guys went through this. And it was, next time adversity hit, we were never going to flinch.
Right.
But that's when I would have definitely bet on him because he was going into senior year, and he could have went a different way, but he led that charge. Like, he got why we were doing it.
Yeah.
He knew the why of it, sold it to those guys. Like, you talk about a family, it's not coaches, man. That's a room.
Right.
And when he went through that, when he led the charge, that's when I would have bet everything.
That's what's up, man.
And then what he did that year, he just backed up what everyone thought about him.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Man. I mean, you remember those?
I do. Like I said, like it was, I remember when you guys like made me captain, like it was just like, that meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like even hearing you say, man, I led the charge, like, man, like I came so far in those moments of when I was a freshman coming in and thinking that I was going to do 2 years and I was going to leave. And it was because of people like you that made me stay. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, that environment, that family that I thought I knew what was best for me in the beginning. But like after those 2 years went by, I knew I wasn't leaving. Like between you, Clem, and Brady and all the staff and everybody, it was just like, I remember when Clem left, I told Clem the last time he was here, like I remember being in the wrestling room and we was all crying like, man, I can't believe you leaving us. But the best thing was, it was like you were there. And like you didn't skip a beat, and you knew what we wanted, and you knew where we were trying to go, and you took us there. And I'll never forget some of those moments of even you teaching me offense. Like, yo, if I can give any advice to any young athlete coming up, yo, spend time with your coaches, bro. Because the more time you spend with them, the more they'll trust you and putting the ball in your hands. Because a lot of this stuff comes down to trust. And it was times where I remember coming in, I didn't know nothing about cover 2, 3, 4, Robert. Like, I ain't know nothing about none of that. And you sat down, and I used to come in, and I used to learn. And I became a student of the game. And that's what took my game to another level. It was learning from you and all those one-on-ones and him asking me, all right, so what is this? He'll put me on a board. He'll have me watching film with him. It was like those sessions that made me, the player that I was, man. And it was crazy. Like, talk about like,
see, but that too, that's not me. That was you and guys putting in that time.
Yeah.
So you put that time in, it's hard to flinch, man. It's hard to bail. When you put that time in, you're going to step up and get it done.
No, senior year was definitely, it was one to remember. And as we get into this next segment, we're gonna tap into some of these plays from back when I was a senior, and it's a play in here from when I was a junior too. I can't wait for you to see it. We got a little special surprise for Kenny too. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's replay. Let's play it again. Let's play it again, because
yo, this dude.
I used to tell you would have no yak.
Yeah.
No yak sheet.
Yeah.
It's the first time I ever made someone miss a
Yeah.
No yak sheet.
This play right here, I remember everybody talk about, yeah, you can't do this. You don't get no yak, blah, 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 blah. This play right here. This play went down in history.
Wait.
And took it to the Baja. The pictures from this from this clip right here, Nard on the sideline, like, everybody like, you got, the receiver coach over there like, oh, like it was like.
That's a crazy one too.
No, that moment was a special moment because I didn't even know I can do that. But when I did it, I remember catching the ball and I turned around. Mind you, that dude was the real deal. Like, he was an All-American, blah, blah, blah. He had all the accolades, and he was following me the whole game, basically.
I think it was Austin, Tennessee.
Yes, that's his name.
That went to camp with the Vikings.
Yeah, he was a beast. He was tough. He was nice. He had some game. And I remember I caught the ball and I turned around, and at this moment, this one I knew. I was like, I'm him. And I used to feel the energy, like, after this play, man, I was watching it last night and I was like, man, like, you don't really remember what you did until you actually go back and you go and watch it and be like, man, I can't believe I actually did that. And then I take my mind back to that moment. It was just like, damn, like, was a dog.
That was tough.
That's no training, no trainer, no nothing. That was just straight raw, just ability.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Let's go to the next clip, man. Yeah. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this because we were talking about it before we started the game, before we started the podcast. Let's talk about it.
Nah.
Let's talk about it.
We lost.
No, we did lose. We lost. I'm just talking about this play specifically. We did lose. I was sick. We lost.
You gonna bring this up now?
I gotta bring something up.
He said he don't remember the play. Y'all lost.
We did lose.
And you gonna bring up?
Bro, this was a play that was.
Talking about you. We lost the game,
and we did. But at the same time, this is what they was doing. I pulled this clip up. It's about family. It's about. But this clip is just to talk about the defense that they was playing against me during this time. Like, bro, they had
That's Weiner?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's Coach Shu right there.
Exactly. They had a linebacker pressing me right? And then they had somebody else behind them spying. Like, that's how crazy the defense was.
He said, nah, we ain't talking about this, bro.
Help me, man. Stop playing. You crazy, man.
He said, yeah, he ain't trying to talk about that,
He didn't want
bro.
to talk about
He
it.
said, why you bringing up this
Give
clip,
me
bro?
another.
He ain't
You
trying.
got the left out clip on there?
Come on now.
That's my favorite.
No, I know. Come on.
That's a terrible call.
We got one more. We got a couple more.
I was watching. I hope it's next.
Nah, this is the Stevenson clip.
This, yep.
Yeah. This the one. This was I was talking crazy on this one. I forget what we called this play. We called this play Gorilla or something like that. Yeah. That's, come on, man. I'm still locked in. I remember. Man, that's how they was playing me, man. It's crazy. Post. Back up top. Come on, man. Been doing this. Yeah, you see who guard me. You look, you see, the All-American. I'm an All-American too. Stop playing. Pointing to my family when I'm done too. Yeah. We got that Lev Val clip on here too. Yeah, this the one. This the game winner.
It's Wilkes.
Yeah. This is Wilkes. Hey, Kenny, look at this one.
Hey, now you got to bring that back because I think he ran the wrong route.
I did.
He did.
I did. Let's talk about it.
It's a 4 vertical concept.
Yup.
Yeah.
Steamers.
And do it again. He has no reason bending it, but he bends.
Because
he wins
she's
the
doing
game.
what he do, huh?
Yeah, that's what
Yo, let me just tell you what I'm thinking about in my head, right? So, listen, I ain't trying to put nobody down. I ain't trying to do nothing. In my head, I'm the guy. You should be coming to me, right? But it's 2 defenders on me. I know the ball not coming. I know he's going to throw to Lou Vincent. But Lou was struggling this year. It was a little, you know what I mean? Like, that's my guy, Lou. If you're watching this, man, I love you, bro. But that ball should have came to me. But it happened how it happened, man. But yeah, man, I took it. I saw Wilmer looking over there. Minute 20. Let's go.
Yeah,
the clip go on to the next one, yo. It's crazy.
No, hold on. Bill Belichick, do your job, right? You do what you want to do here. You're not going to put up clips where you do the wrong thing and it don't work, though, right?
No, heck no. Why would I do that? Nah, this is one of my favorite clips, though. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we even play this clip, hey, this for you, Kenny. This for you. And I didn't found, you know, I went back in the archives and found this one.
What's this, my high school job?
Come on now, stop playing, yo. Stop playing.
Why you ain't throw my college?
No. This is my trainer right here, yo. Stop playing.
This dude is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, his defense wrong. Look.
Yeah. Come on, K-Reds. Stop playing.
This dude is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's going through your mind on that,
Look,
man?
man, I was a hitter. Just like I tell you and Craig all the time. I ain't scared to hit nobody. I would have, you know what I mean? One-on-one, me and you, it's over. Over. Yeah. If you watch, look, man, I'm surprised y'all didn't come. You come get me in at PW, man.
I didn't recruit PW.
That's crazy.
I'm blaming
Like,
someone else.
look, what else I was doing? Get down. Oh my gosh, bro. I know
Yeah.
you got a concussion.
Nah, man, definitely had to have some fun with the clips, man. Nah, I definitely wanted to get that clip of you in there, bro. Like you
You should have brought I thought you was gonna bring the Westchester clip up.
Nah,
man.
I couldn't find that.
That's the one you should have brought up.
I couldn't find it,
Me
man.
screaming at the sideline and all that.
I wanted to find. I wanted to find that, but I remember when Clem came on. That was one of the moments that he talked about.
Yeah, but it's Kutztown, Westchester.
I know,
right
man.
now,
My fault, bro. Let's hop into the next segment, man. We got a couple of pictures. We're gonna calm it down.
No Lev Val clip?
No Lev
You
Val
remember
clip.
that play?
The Lev Val clip when we was playing.
We're at their place. You catch it on the left hash, and the safety just thumps you.
No, yeah.
Either your helmet off or his helmet.
His
off.
helmet came off.
And then finished.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I scored that play.
Damn, I thought you was telling the story where he got. I mean,
I scored 4 times that game.
dang.
No, that play that was a special play.
Nah, for real, man. You should just throw.
She was the real deal, man. I tell this story all the time. My mom, I told the story probably like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
We didn't think it was, Division II, Division III. It's kind of far-fetched for us to think that, like, we can go to the league. And I feel like she wasn't the first one, but, like, around this area, he was the guy that, like, damn, D3 from, like, PA. Yeah. My mom called me as soon as all that stuff was going on. But she like, yo, did you see this dude, Rasheed Belly from Delaware, Division III? I told you could do it. I'm like, dang, I'm in the gym the next day. Like, let me get this thing.
It's crazy,
so
man.
it's cool to kind of see this thing full circle right now.
Nah, it really is full circle, man.
Just to hear like the stories and stuff, for sure.
It's definitely bringing me back. Like when I was looking at it last night, I was just like, I was getting in my feelings, just like really came like a long way to get to this point.
I think 20 years from now, you look back and be happier that you're still doing it now.
Yeah.
Right? Like
10
years later?
Facts.
Nah, that's
10 years later, still here, man. Let's go into these pictures, man. So we got here, man, like you and your son, man. I remember, man, used to, like we talked about earlier, man, family guy. You know, just talk about you and the relationship with your son, man. Like you just, man, I can't wait to one day have a kid and then have a son. Like you had a daughter first, but what's it like to have a son, man?
My kids are special, man. I love them, you know. Typical dad, I love my kids. I guess I said to you guys before, you know, there's more. And I think there's more to being a dad too. Like sitting there like excited, happy, and then dude, it's a lot. Yeah. Good, you know, good and bad, but love my kids. To see him there, in the football jersey, man, it's pretty cool.
Now are they real into it too? Like,
yo, he is. Dude, my daughter, tough, man, tough. Loves sports. She's I think she could be, you know, pretty good if she puts her head down to do it.
Yeah.
He reminds me of me where has a game like basketball game at 10 a.m. He's on the couch at 8:30, dressed, shoes tied, like perfect, like just take me, let's go.
Yeah.
So they like it. And it's funny though with him, he's he doesn't listen to me football wise, so he plays. He won't listen to a word I say. Yeah. But when he gets around the guys, he'll listen to them. So I'm always trying to get the players to teach him some stuff because he'll lock right into it. But
that's funny, man. Well, as we get into this next picture, we're going to talk about. I think this is your son, or I think this might be.
You gonna embarrass me?
So this is you, or this is your son? Who is this?
Huh? That's me, man. I had
wow.
Got my Bobo sneakers on there.
I ain't gonna tell you where I got this, bro.
Yeah, I can bet I know.
Where?
From my pop.
Me and your dad had a long talk last night. We texting back and forth. I said, "Give me the best picture that you could possibly find of Duke."
That haircut's terrible, but I had hair then.
No, so you look good, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
He had that ball in his
hand. And he had that ball in his hand,
man.
Since a young kid.
I remember that ball. That ball is, my mom grew up outside of Harrisburg in Carlisle. Yeah. And there was the Commanders now, Redskins used to practice there. And I used to, even like little, but like my grandfather got me that had like all these guys. It was pretty cool, man. It meant something to me.
Let's talk about this, man. Man, for about like 6 to 7 years, I think we had a good run. I think they changed the location this year.
I thought you was gonna put my pick in that joint. You know, I'm at Duke. I thought we all had a pick in there, man.
I think we did, but I couldn't.
Nah, I'm playing with you. Go ahead.
Come on, man.
My fault. Go ahead, man. I'm playing with you. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, but yeah, let's talk about it, man. We had some great times at the Maxwell Awards, man. I think this is like when we went to the Maxwell. I think that's when we got closer, man, because I was able to see a different side of you guys. Like when I won my award my senior year. And then every single year we vowed to like keep going back. I think that, you know, we grew as a family more after I graduated.
Yeah, when I see that picture, that's what to me I'm like, man, it's family. Clem,
man.
Sue, for me, some of my best friends there. I mean, it was fun, man. It was good. Like we all have busy schedules, so to make sure we could all get together once a year, hang out, man. It's always a good time.
Gamble, have a good time, man. It was definitely a good time, man. I won one of my best awards. I remember when you first came in and told me that I won that Maxwell Awards. I didn't even know what it was, but you were telling me, no, I'll put you up for this award. And you won. It was crazy.
I did not put you up. I picked you.
Well, pick me, whatever. But I remember when you first told me that I won this award, and I didn't know what the award was, but when you broke it down to me, told me like Tri-State Player of the Year, that's like the best player in this region, and it was just like me. I did this. It was such a shock, but it was well deserved, and I was glad that all of us was there to celebrate that moment, and it was special.
Yeah, the whole Maxwell Club, man, it's all good people.
Nah, man.
That's where I met you at.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Your eyes were a little red.
Yeah, I was on one that night. Reds was out that night.
Yeah, we got one more picture, man. This picture to me, boy, this picture means a lot to me, man. This is when we won.
That's heavy.
My second Grey Cup, and Duke and his wife were able to be there and see me play and watch me win. And this is us in the locker room after we won.
Yeah, that's big time.
it was so much going on. The confetti fell, everything. The whole moment was just like so unreal and surreal that it was just like I couldn't even believe that he was there. My family was there. My pop, everybody was there to celebrate that win, and to be able to be in that position. It was truly special to me, and I know it was special to him. You know,
I do nothing spontaneous ever.
Yeah.
And that was the one. I remember Crystal. Crystal, like, yeah, we got to go.
Yeah,
we do.
That's
and we just took off and did it, and it was awesome, man. One, you played great, huge game, won it all.
Yeah.
Atmosphere for me was, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then to spend time with you afterwards, spend time with your pop. Everybody.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Nah, man, for real, man. I remember, like, my biggest things is, you know, I'm a big family guy too. And it's hard being in these different cities. It's hard being in these different places, and people can't come see you play. Mm-hmm. And that game was in Hamilton that year, and like my people were able to come out and see me, and that meant the world to me. Just to have everybody there, to see you there, like, man, like, I remember when you came and you came and found me. Like, you really, I was trying to save this moment for the end, but like, yo, dude, like, you really like saved my life, man. Like, I was really in a place when I was a kid, like, really trying to figure out really what I wanted to do with my life. And I remember you coming to like this little game that we had. It was like one of these little spring league games that we had. And I remember, like, yo, you used to text me, and it used to blow my mind. Like, why is this dude texting me? Like, why is he being so consistent? Because during that time, I never really had a male figure that was like really like that committed and that like consistent with me. And like, you know, me and my dad have had our struggles, and we've gotten better over the years. But like, you were a person in my life during that time that like really, you were a father figure to me, and you meant the world to me, man. And like, you really helped change and help shape me into the man that I am today. You challenged me, you put me in so many different positions, and I'm forever grateful for you, man. And to share one of my biggest moments of my life with you, man, it truly was special, man.
I appreciate it, man.
No, seriously.
I appreciate saying that all the steps you take, man, it's you. You took all those steps, you found a way. Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
You remember those games, the spring league games?
I do.
Were you playing?
Yeah.
I remember it was at like Dobbins going to, and then the one where the Island Eagles play.
Yeah.
I'll never forget this. Like, guys, someone had a great play, and then there were like two dirt bikes just drive through the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, he was.
I remember that was fun, man. I like those games, man. It was good. It was a good opportunity.
Duke was in the trench,
guys.
like, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't. Duke's not one of those coaches who just gonna be like, yeah, or and speak from the distance. Like, yo, like, Duke will pull up to the crib. Like, he will pull up to the house. I remember Lil G was maybe like a baby still in the like, I can't even remember what it was, but it's so crazy. He used to pull up with this beat up truck and pull up and park right in front of the crib, and we used to talk. Yeah. Like, that's what kind of person that Duke is, man. He was committed. Like, he was really, he saw something in me before I seen it in myself. And that's what I mean. Like, it's so hard for me to really put it all in words, but like the type of coach that you are and the type of person that you are, man, people are blessed to have you. Those kids at Westchester are like, they're blessed to have you, man. Like, you just have something about you that helps change people, and it's a gift. And when you have a gift, man, you just got to keep molding it and shaping it into what it is. And man, you got to just keep blessing people the way you are, man. It's truly amazing, man. I'm trying to keep all the emotions intact, but like, for real, man, you really do mean a lot to me, man. Seriously. Yeah. Let's talk about, let's hop into your new experience, man.
I was about to say, can we talk about something?
Yeah.
I got some like recruiting questions and all that. I want to know like what type of kids do you look for? Like, I asked Clem these questions too, but like, I want to know from your perspective, like, what type of athlete are you looking for to come play for Westchester, to represent your program?
That's a good question. I think, I'll sound cliche, but for me, it's, does a kid care about school and does he love football? Every coach says that, but they're the kids that make the program better.
Yeah.
And Westchester is a great university. It's a place that I feel like guys want to be. For me, growing up, I wanted to go to Westchester.
Yeah.
Football wise, couldn't do it. Took me a different direction, but Westchester was my dream. So, but definitely guys that love it, guys that the academics are important, but the guys that want to get pushed. And I've changed a lot too. Where early on for me coaching, it's gonna sound bad about me. Early on, it was about how can I find talent that shouldn't be here. For me now, it's about intangibles. It's like that's what wins, and it's not about winning, but building consistency and doing it the right way. It's guys that have great intangibles, a great work ethic, and they're the guys that like Sheed, like he has great talent, but why he's still playing today, why he had that opportunity, it's all about intangibles. Right, it's not talent. So, trying to find those kids that have that desire, have that want to, have that love of the game. Good teammates, good character. That's the deal.
What about for you too? Is like the eye test a thing for you? Like if you see a kid and he's small.
No.
That's
so no. I mean, you want the guys that fit the mold. At the same time, it's funny like watching those highlights. The QB there was Aaron Wilmer.
Yeah.
Dude, Aaron was not tall, but he won. So to me, I think sometimes at lower levels, there's something about guys. We got a receiver right now, Shiz. He's from Imhotep. Kids see us small.
Nice. I saw.
Yeah, we were talking about before a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, he can play.
Yeah.
So, eye test to me is less important than other things.
Yeah, I don't know where you train at, but if you're trying to get right, promote Reds Camp real quick.
Is it free?
Huh? I'll look out for you. You know what I mean? But one other question too. I like asking about like highlight tapes.
Yeah.
What do you watch the kids' whole highlight tape?
Whole highlight tape?
Like, for example, like say if I'm a coach and not if I'm a coach, I'm a kid, I send you the highlight tape.
So
right?
I think it's important that being honest with you, I probably get 300, 400 emails a day.
Right.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
to sit here and go, I watch every single kid's full highlight tape, I'm lying to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch first 4 or 5 plays, and then if he pops, I'm going to keep going. And then biggest thing for me, though, is most of the time, if he pops, before I watch the rest of it, I'm probably going to get on the phone, call the coach, see what type of kid he is. And then I'll watch the rest.
So for that first play, what's a pop play for you? I'm giving out cheat codes.
I like your highlight right there.
Yeah, okay.
It's got to be something different, man. Something that shows that athleticism, shows toughness.
Okay.
But then for me, I do like getting into game film.
Okay.
Because we just mentioned Shiz, there was a play I was watching game film from last year, Westchester. And there's a play Westchester was down, and we throw a pick, and Slippery Rocks take it down the sideline. That kid goes like 65, 70 yards and hawks him down. And it was a situation in the game where he didn't have to do that. To me, that's a special play. So, there's different things to it. To say we watch them all, though, we'd be lying to you, man.
Okay.
What's the biggest, changing from Division III to Division II? What's been the biggest change for you?
That's a good question.
There's a lot of change. I don't know what the biggest has been. I guess for me, new is always hard for me. I'm not a new person.
Yeah.
I like what I know, so that's been tough. It's been tough, but it's also been the best part about it, where there's been so much help here. People care. Athletic director, VP, president, like the people care. And I mentioned it earlier to you, how the kids have treated me.
Yeah.
It's made me fall in love with the place and that locker room and those guys real quick, man. So for someone like me with my personality, I really needed that. If it went the other way where they were feeling, it would have been tough for me. It's a really good group, man. So I'm excited.
You think having your prior experience of you being a winner and you building that program up at Del Valle and being there for so long, you think that helped you coming in?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I think one thing I feel fortunate about, and where Westchester for me was always the dream job, was Philadelphia area school, recruiting Philadelphia area guys. That's what I know. A lot of the guys in that locker room I've had relationships with before. So for me, moving in there, we've had previous conversations, which made it more comfortable.
Yeah.
We wanted Del Valle as a staff and as a team, and football takes everybody.
Yeah.
I think you can have the best record in the world. If you meet someone and you come off the wrong way, they're not going to trust you.
No, yeah.
So
I
don't know if resumes matter at all.
Yeah.
I played for a lot of different coaches. I might have looked at it, but it didn't matter to me after I met them. So,
no, yeah.
To me, it's their character and how they've treated me, which has been special.
No, that's definitely cool because I think one of your biggest attributes is connecting with players. I think that, because of your realness and because of, the stuff that you and what you represent, I think that makes you a really good coach. Like I was at the gym the other day, and there's some kids who go to Westchester, and they talked about like they didn't understand what culture was until culture came in. And just, I know you don't like when, getting credit like that, but like you, as a head coach, you help build the culture.
Players build a culture.
Yes.
I
know what you mean.
For me, it's, and I'm getting old and gray, but the first job for a coach is to meet with the players, meet with the staff, and just come up with a plan. And then our job is to hold the players accountable to the plan that we all created.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we tried to do here early. We came in, we said, look, here's where we need to get better. All right, came up with the plan together. And those players right now in that locker room, they're holding themselves, they're sticking to the plan and doing it. Then when they go off rail a little bit, we got to tie them back in because that's our job.
Yeah.
But culture comes from that hard work you put in. And those guys are putting in right now, just like you guys did in your time here. To me, that run in 2014 was built on the hard work you guys put in and sticking together. That wasn't coaching, it was you guys doing it.
Yeah.
So is your goal, I know every coach's goal is to win. Is your goal to win now, or do you know that it's a process to get to where you're trying to get to?
Not to sound, I don't want to sound cocky.
Nah, cocky.
If I was going to compliment what has been done in the past with the programs that we've had, it's not the winning, it's the consistency. So it's been 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11. So it's been really, really consistent. So to me, that's the goal here and these guys are doing it. They're really building a strong foundation. But can you do it over and over again? That's different.
Yeah.
To do it once and then fade out a couple of years.
Yeah.
Not saying that's easy. To do it long term, that's tough. So definitely have long term goals here and want to do it the right way.
That's what's up, man.
What are some of your struggling things that you've dealt with as a head coach?
It's a big question.
No, I know, but I just want you to really like. We've been talking about a lot of good. We've been talking about a lot of stuff, but what are the things that somebody that's trying to be a coach, somebody that is an intern.
So for me, and I hope I don't say too much because I don't want to beat it to death with players, but to me, everything's about trust.
Yeah.
And I think as a coach, that could be a struggle at times, but I've been fortunate. We've had great staff. So it's, Amos, strength coach.
Yeah.
Awesome. Amos, you got the weight room.
Yeah.
You got it. I trust you. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
And then sitting down and going, look, these are the things I like.
Yeah.
And then just letting him execute the plan.
Yeah.
And I just think, any business or coaching or whatever it is you got to trust the people around you that they're going to do the right thing. Nick Brady, because you mentioned Brady earlier, amazing coach, one.
Yeah.
A better person.
My guy.
Great dad. I mean, everything. But I've never mentioned one defensive play to him in however many years we've been together.
Yeah.
That's his job.
That's the kind of trust you have.
Trust him.
Yeah. That's
So,
love.
I just think it's all about trust. And then when you really trust people, then that builds consistency. And then when you get in those moments, I said the word flinch a bunch, but you don't flinch because you trust that guy and you know that they're all in. That's different.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, man, you make me want to complain. You
get what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
I just want you to talk about what type of coach you are, because I know you sitting up here with your hands in your pockets and you ain't take your hands out of your pockets the whole time we've been on this show. But talk about, I want you to talk about this passion. I want you to talk about you on game day. I want you to talk about you do have a little flinch. You be in your bag. I don't know if you still dipping or not and all that crazy stuff, but like just talk about.
I like that because he gonna say my eyes is very.
I got you, bro.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Like talk about that energy.
So the older I get, the more laid back I get as a coach. All right, which I'm turning you off right now. But I think that's just I'm real quiet by nature. Yeah. So it's not my personality to be you. All right, that's you. That's what makes you you. That's not me. At the same time, the one thing that makes me talk, the one thing that gets me hype is football. And I think as any coach or any player, you got to know when it's time to go or when it's time not to. Yeah. So I think early on, like when you guys were seniors, there were moments where I would go. Yeah. But I felt like we needed that. Like some of those teams maybe needed confidence. Yeah. They needed to see that energy. The last few years from me, I've been definitely more reserved because they had that confidence. They needed to see more focus. Right? Not a guy that's going to get on the refs or try to make, not almost people see excuses. Yeah. So I just think you need to change in your situation. You need to be able to adapt. I'd rather be in between. Yeah. I like to jump up and down, have fun game day, do those things. At the same time, we got to be able to stay under control. If we can't stay under control, then I can't do that. So, I don't know, man. I just want everyone to have fun with it, man. It's something that I want to win. I want to be successful. I want that more because I'm the type of person that I don't want to let down people. So, like right now in the situation I'm at, it's like Kenny's like, you try to win. And I'm like, yeah, we want to be successful. Yeah. At the same time, for me, it's, man, these kids have given me so much already, and the university's given me this opportunity. It's the fear of letting them down that gets me up every day to go try to work as hard as I can to do it. So, yeah, you want to be successful for people. At the same time, when you put all this work into it too, and this is something I do bad. I do really bad. I felt bad about it for a while. Is sometimes winning's not fun. It's just like the expectation. Like you get to a point like you put all that work and you got to celebrate that. Yeah. And I'm just at the point now where if we had a great day, yeah, I'll sit back with the staff for a couple hours, but then I'm just on to the next.
Cleaner.
But you got to, it's a shame for the players, man. You need to be able to celebrate things a little bit too. And for me moving forward, I need to be able to give the teams I've had a little bit more of that. They need it. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It does.
It does. We just talked about that last week.
We literally just talking about that, man. And that's that cleaner mindset, man. Yeah. That's wanting more. That's that Kobe Bryant. Yeah. You are a guru with all of that stuff too.
See, it's a shame. Like you showed the play against, I'm not going to mention the team, the blue team that Chewy was, Coach Keller. And like the first thing I think about is we lost. Yeah. It shouldn't be that way. It should be, look, they were double teaming me. Yeah. This is the play I made because you worked hard to do that. And that's the right mindset. My mindset right there wasn't right.
Yeah, you went straight coach mode on me.
Yeah, I was sorry.
It's crazy. But yeah, man, I know it's been all positive. We've been talking about this, but
hold on, Sheet. Before you get in there, I just want to say, Coach, I'm rooting for you, man. Nah, yeah, man.
Nah,
like,
yeah.
Getting like I talked to you at the Maxwell's, but this is the first time I actually got to know you, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm rooting for you, man. And if I was I know I'm a cuss-down guy, but if I was a high school player right now, you making me want to go play for you.
Nah, so for real.
I'll definitely, I'm going to look out for my guy, Clem, but I'll definitely say some good things about you, too.
No, that's love, man. I really want you to, I know we've been talking positive. I want you to talk about how hard it was for you to leave Del Valle, man, and that experience and those emotions and, just talk about that a little bit.
It's too long of a story.
No, I know.
There's a lot that goes into it. I think, all right, so for me, when a program has success, opportunities come. Yeah. Things have come up over the years for everyone involved there. Yeah. I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't look at a couple. I did. Everyone I looked at, I just knew there's no way. Yeah. And there's one that came up, so this is the truth. All right, so there's one that came up right before COVID. It was a pretty good thing, and I turned it down. And it's someone that means the world to me. I'm not going to mention names. Said to me, like, look, if that was your son, if that was Mark, would you tell him to turn that down or would you tell him to go? I said, no, I'd tell him to go in a second. And he's like, yeah, well, you're holding your – whatever. He's like, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need more or whatever. And he's like, where would that place be? And to me, I wrote down, I said, all right, well, if Westchester ever came – this is the one that fits me. This is, Philly area. It's all those different things. So that Post-it note was in my closet for 3 years. And then when the opportunity came, I flinched because I got scared. Yeah. And then I said, look, man, I gotta get out my comfort zone. And part of that was looking at my son, seeing him kind of built like me a little bit. So went for it. And again, fortunate and lucky I've been given the opportunity. Now I'm scared. I'm going to make sure I hold up my end. Yeah. And then a part of that, the Del Valle part was tough, really tough. Yeah. But how they handled it man, all the families for the last 20 years, those kids I've coached, like the coaches I've been with, it was all love. It was all like, I don't even know how to describe it. It made me feel even better.
Yeah, man.
To be honest, because they were happy for me. Where I guess in my head, I thought people were going to take it the other way.
Yeah.
Dude, they took it like, dude, you put a lot of time in here. Hopefully, I think people thought we did it the right way. And it made me feel good.
No.
So it's been everything. It's been crazy, but it's made me appreciate life a lot more, and people a lot more. That shit.
Nah, yeah, man. That's love, man. Like, I call you, or you call me whenever you're experiencing a change or about to make a change or decisions. And I mean, so many conversations we had on the phone of me yelling at you or you yelling at me and telling me, I'm proud of you, man. Like, seriously, I can't even.
But
like,
last time,
it's crazy, man.
Last time I remember we were talking a couple weeks ago, and did things happen for a reason? And you hear that forever.
Yeah.
Man, I just believe it. Like,
Yeah.
I just believe it. Like,
Yeah.
And after this situation, it was. I just believe it, man.
No,
I don't know.
Real.
Like for you, I'm happy for you, man. Like Toronto,
Yeah.
it's closer.
Yeah.
I get a chance to get up there. Like it's good stuff, man.
I know, and it takes me back to like my situation with all the things that I've been through and how they correlate to you and decision making. And, you know, I know family was a big part of why you never wanted to leave either. And, you know, family is me too, my loyalty, my everything. And for you to have enough in you to wait it all out to get the job that you actually really, truly wanted, that shows a true testament to your character and your strength and your faith in yourself, your faith in your family, and just trusting the situation that like, yo, like, I'm going to wait until the right thing pops up. And that's hard because you can be going through so many different things in your current situation that you're like, you know what, the first thing to do is to run. Like, I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to deal with this anymore. But you stood in it, man. You stood in it. And like I said, man, it's a lesson for me. It's a lesson for all of us to see that, like, sometimes you might have to sit in something for a little bit. You might have to go through a little bit to get to where you're trying to go, and that's the story.
But don't get mad at me because I'm not coming after. To me, there was no sitting like waiting.
Yeah.
I love my time.
No, I know.
Second,
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I know what you.
It was just like, hey, this is the one. It was more my personality going, this one's right for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And if this comes, I got to try to.
Yeah.
Again, for me, it's comfort zone. You guys got these big personalities, man. You jump in things you can do. That's not me.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, things happen for a reason, man.
Nah, man, that's love, man.
I feel lucky.
Before we end the show, we always like to have this moment, you know, for our guest, and it's called the Keep Going segment. And on this session, in this segment, you know, it's for you to describe a time in your life where you had to pick it all back up, where you've been through something that hurt you, something that challenged you, and where you had to keep going.
Are we going to play the music behind my voice?
Go ahead.
No, what I would say is, if any former players are listening to this, I know they've heard this from me a bunch. So if it's repetitive, I'm sorry. But for me, the toughest time, and I've said this to guys for years, toughest time in my life was, besides bad things, just life-wise, besides bad things. Like, I met my wife, which was amazing. And after college, I played football overseas for a couple of years in Italy. And I was just going to just try to keep playing for pennies for as long as I could, right? Because I love ball. And then met her, and I mentioned that earlier, and life changed. And it's the first time for me where I just felt lost in life. I had all these different jobs, but that just wasn't ready for life after football. And I think that's a tough time. I think every guy that's played the game, and like Kenny, you're training guys, Sheed, you're still playing, Nard, you went through it, like you just programmed to, it's lift, it's film, it's school, it's this, you get this routine. And that routine is 20 years of your life. And then you get to a spot where there's no routine and you're just on this island. And I guess for me, when I reached that spot, I just wasn't ready. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I regret not being ready for that, not having my next passion. And I know I've said this to you before, and that's why I love you doing this and everything. It's like, for when it ends, I know you're ready to go chase the next thing. So I never went through that, and I think the years I've coached, I see a lot of guys in that same situation. And it was the first time in my life, not to sound bad, I don't know if I ever believed in depression, right? There's different things. I was like, what's that? I don't got time for that. And then at that moment, I was lost and I was in a hole. So we mentioned earlier when G.A. Mangus gave me the opportunity to coach, that was the opportunity for me to find my next love. But I feel bad because I'm lucky to find that. And like we're talking about winning, I don't think winning's lucky. Like you earn everything. Like everything we do, we earn it as coaches or players. Like that, we're going to earn this. We're going to do this. But to fall into my next passion, I didn't earn it. I got lucky to be given an opportunity to find it. So I just don't want that for for players I coach, or I don't want that for my kids, man. They need to, whatever they love, go chase it for as long as you can chase it. But when that time comes, be ready for the next chase. Because if you're sitting there treading water, then your brain could do some crazy things to you. So I just regret not being ready for that. So,
man, we talk about people who inspire you. We talk about people who are, I don't think I've ever said this out loud, but you are truly one of my heroes, man. Because it was times when I really wanted to stop. And I remember having this conversation with you a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about it, like, fuck. I wanted to be done. Like, I'm done with it. I want to walk away. I'm tired of the business. I'm tired of, but exactly what you said. Chase it until you can't chase it no more. You're one of the reasons why I'm still in this thing, man. From a belief that started a long time ago. I'm so glad that you came onto the show, man. I told myself, don't cry. Keep it together. But that's how much you mean to me, man. And you will come across coaches and people in your life that will be forever. Don't take your time with people for granted, man. Always build, always listen, always keep an ear to the wall, always, because it just might be a couple of words where it just might help change your life. It might be a story that might help change your life. It might be people, and you're one of my people. And just having you on the show, man, I could stop the show today and I'll be happy. Continue to walk on this journey with us, man. Continue to be with us. Continue to walk with us. It's always going to be ShowTime Speaks. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.